Tonight at 6, the nation is entering week 3 of the government shutdown. How federal workers are responding.
And what's being described as the storm of the century has made landfall in Jamaica. KSTV has the details.
With the concern of food supply shortage, a local foundation is continuing their mission to help out the little ones in our community. And
as Halloween approaches, there are sustainable ways to acquire a costume. All this and more as KSTV at 6 starts right now.
This is Kent Stater TV.
Good evening, Portage County, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Nikki Gajeski.
And I'm Gage Wellman. We start tonight with news in our nation's capital.
That's right, Gage. We have the updates on the government shutdown as lawmakers failed to pass a funding bill this morning.
That's right, Nikki. As it goes on over a month now, federal workers continue to feel the effects of the shutdown. Our Cole Jones has more details. Hey, Cole.
Hi, guys. That's right. As the shutdown continues, many federal workers and government assistance programs struggle to gain any more funding. Today, the Senate failed to pass the funding bill for the 13th time as Republicans and Democrats continue to trade blame. The final vote fell 60 votes short, preventing forward movement. Republicans were hoping that the increased pressure from the upcoming SNAP freeze and the push by the largest federal workers union would be enough to make more Democrats support the bill. Air traffic controllers are considered essential workers and ask for the end of the shutdown.
Air traffic controllers are showing up to work, but we're being put in a position that every day that this is less safe. That every single day that this goes on, tomorrow is now less safe than today because we're supposed to go to work and be 100% of the time.
This comes as air traffic controllers missed their first full paycheck since the start of the government shutdown on October 1st. 2 weeks ago, controllers got paid 4 hours of work before the shutdown, which amounted to about 90% of a normal paycheck. Air traffic controllers across the country, including Cleveland, handed leaflets today explaining how the ongoing shutdown is negatively affecting airports. Come November 1st, millions of Americans may not receive SNAP benefits. The Department of Agriculture stated they won't use their funding to cover these benefits. As over 42 million Americans become affected by this event, some state governments expressed their intention to support their own food banks, while figures like Majority Senate Leader John Thune push for an end to the shutdown. Meanwhile, Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries is criticizing the administration for the lack of action.
We're now heading into a SNAP crisis. Donald Trump has decided that he wants to force millions of Americans, including possibly 16 million children, to experience hunger.
However, the Agricultural Department confirmed that the WIC programs will continue despite the government shutdown. The program supports women, infants, and children by providing nutrition assistance. WIC assists nearly 7 million new moms, pregnant women, and young children in need across the country. In order to continue their operations, the WIC program will receive their funding through tariff money. WIC now remains one of the few running government assistance programs at this time. For KSTV, I'm Cole Jones.
Thanks, Cole. Each week, community members volunteer at the Ben Curtis Family Foundation to help out local students. They create birdie bags of food to ensure kids have the fuel they need.
KSTV reporter Talia Milwich is there and learn more about what the foundation does. Hello, Talia, and thanks for taking my shift at the SRL.
Today's volunteer opportunity partnered with Kent State to pack 2,395 bags. Just like a conveyor belt, these volunteers pack bags of food for elementary, middle, and high school students across 12 school districts.
We became involved with the birdie bags when it first started at Holden Elementary.
Besides members of the foundation and other local to the area, many volunteers are school staff.
A lot of them are retired teachers, and they actually understand the need of the kids in the classroom that need the food.
We all felt that this was something that we wanted to be involved in because nothing worse than seeing a child hungry.
The bags are packed each month during the school year and delivered to schools between once a month or once a week.
We were doing about 135 bags when we started. Now at this current point, we're doing over 6,000 bags a month, so we actually pack 3 times a month.
Since 2013, volunteers have been coming out. With limited space, they now have a wait list for help.
We always have a core group of people that are our regular volunteers that know exactly what to do.
Volunteers say now is as important as ever to help these families.
They look forward to the bags to help kind of take the pressure off some of the grocery needs that they have.
Millions of Americans rely on SNAP benefits to supply their food. Due to the government shutdown, the USDA says it can't cover food stamp benefits for the next month.
A lot of the schools have reached out to us saying that the families are coming to them wanting help with food. They don't know when. So they've reached out to us asking us to be able to see if we can provide additional resources to them.
Each bag contains 6 meals and 4 snacks sent home to kids in need of the extra support. For KSTV, I'm Talia Milowich.
Your first forecast on Kent Stater TV.
Now, the promise of cold weather may be haunting Ohio, but that doesn't mean that we can't enjoy the beautiful weather that we have right now. Right now, it is a great 56 degrees. It's been sunny. It's been a beautiful day with an eastern 9-mile-per-hour wind, so there's a little bit of a gust outside, but it's not too strong. So as you're walking in class, you might have noticed it a little chilly, so you probably had a jacket on, but tonight, the sunset is going to be at 6:25 p.m. and you're going to expect a waxing crescent moon tonight. And it looks like we're going to have some pretty clear skies, so you'll be able to see that beautiful crescent moon tonight. Now, let's take a look at our statewide temps. So, Akron-Canton region up here, we have a nice 54 degrees. All around the state of Ohio, it's around like upper 50s, mid to upper 50s. Cincinnati over here, with 60 degrees, that's probably the highest that you're going to see in Ohio. Athens 58, Columbus 57, and then up north it gets a little chillier, that without lake effect, 54. Now let's take a closer look at our region, if we can. All right, so let's take a closer look at our neck of the woods up here. Again, Kent 53, Akron-Canton 54. All around, everyone else is 55 degrees all around. It's upper 50s, but it's a beautiful sunny Tuesday, but let's keep it real. The cold weather is here to stay, but don't go just yet. Stay tuned for a look at your week ahead.
Thank you, Lillian. Now, the strongest storm of the year slammed the Caribbean hurricane Melissa. A deadly Category 5 storm made landfall in Jamaica today and could reshape the island for years to come and trigger a humanitarian disaster.
Hurricane Melissa is already responsible for at least 7 deaths in 3 countries. CNN's Michael Yoshida reports.
Hurricane Melissa, one of the strongest Atlantic hurricanes in history, bringing powerful winds, dangerous rainfall, and flooding to the Caribbean.
There will be catastrophic damage. There is no infrastructure in this region, or maybe anywhere in the world, that could withstand a Category 5 hurricane without some level of damage.
The massive storm rapidly intensifying as it approached Jamaica. Warm waters helping fuel Melissa, which had sustained winds of 185 miles per hour Tuesday morning. This is the first Category 5 hurricane to hit Jamaica. Officials warning it's not just powerful winds, but also storm surge, sustained rainfall, and landslides that could be devastating and deadly.
There will be flooding and there will be infrastructure damage. We have 70% of our population living within 5 kilometers of the sea in generally low-lying areas, so the risk of flood is extreme.
More than 800 shelters opened across the island. Residents and tourists bracing for the worst.
They told everyone to pack in an emergency bag so that we will have that in all our important documents.
It's really overwhelming. We've never been through anything like this, and hearing the more and more updates and more reports and how it's getting stronger and stronger.
As the storm pushes past Jamaica, Cuba, Turks and Caicos, and other islands sit in its path. In Washington, Michael Yoshida.
KSTV spoke to some fashionistas about how to do more environmentally friendly take on your Fright Night fit.
The Trump administration is planning to make some changes with the U.S. Customs Enforcement Agency. We have the details.
Hey there, Welcome to Kent Core. Kent Core.
Kent Core.
Kent Core. To Kent Core.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush your teeth. Every day and every night. Now it's your parents' turn. Here's what you gotta do. Let them have your toothbrush so that they can brushy brush your teeth. Good job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Help your teeth stay healthy. Brushy brush with a grown-up every day.
If I could go back and change it all,
What does that say?
I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most.
You didn't read the toss at all?
I did not read the toss. What are you writing about me?
Or maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique.
And your mother I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
Tomorrow's news leaders.
Today's top stories.
From an award-winning student newsroom.
This is Kent Stater TV.
Your community.
Your stories.
Back. So I saw you shaking your head at this. Gage, I heard you left your Superman costume at home.
That's very funny you included that. And yes, Nikki, that is true. I'm currently searching for a new costume.
Well, thankfully you're in luck. Our reporter Casey Baylog has some sustainable ideas as sustainability is on the rise in costumes.
That's right, guys. As consumerism is on the rise, Kent State students are turning towards more sustainable options rather than running to stores to get their Halloween costumes. I spent the day at Rockwell Hall and spoke to real fashion geniuses about why this trend is so important and how it may even spark a solution to end fast fashion habits.
But really it's more of that organic process that is the real spirit of Halloween costumes. So I love it. And yes, it's a lot more sustainable, for sure.
Not only does this trend bring back the nostalgic vibes, it also is very beneficial to the whole world because there will be a huge decrease in the amount of costumes put to waste once Halloween is over.
I think it's a great trend. I'm very glad that it's becoming more popular because I think it's all too common that people will just stop into like a Spirit Halloween or Party City and, you know, buy something for an egregious amount of money most of the time and then only wear it once and maybe just, you know, donate it to Goodwill.
This trend will also allow for people to get creative and will even have people saving their money.
Obviously the school I'm in, our students are going to be looking for those creative opportunities to have fun with it, so I'm surrounded by that all the time, and I think, you know, for some folks it's always going to be an option that they're interested in, but students in general right now are interested in thrifting as it is for their regular clothes, so they don't see it as being any different to just repurpose something for a Halloween costume too.
While there may still be other things that need to be done in regards to preventing waste, this trend is a creative and fun way to start the mission. For KSTV, I'm Casey Baylog.
Thank you, Casey. Now I know where to get my replacement for my costume. With Halloween being a few days away, Nikki, I unfortunately have some pretty scary news for you. Candy costs are rising from the dead.
Oh, Gage, that doesn't frighten me, especially since it could change the treats kids receive. CNN's Ivan Rodriguez has more.
It should hardly come as a surprise what the popular treats are for trick-or-treaters.
It's chocolate, super popular year-round, and will be perfect for trick-or-treaters. Second is gummy candy, and when you think about some of those creepy, crawly, spooky shapes, that's perfect in gummy candy. And then coming in at third place is admittedly controversial. It's candy corn.
Trick or treat!
Carly Childhouse with the National Confectioners Association says a vast majority of Americans plan on eating chocolate this Halloween season.
We expect that sales of chocolate and candy for the Halloween season will grow by about 3% this year.
But with high cocoa prices, every producer from specialty chocolate makers to candy giants is changing up how they sell their treats. For consumers, this could mean less chocolate per package, higher prices, and less cocoa content, meaning less chocolatey chocolate compared to before. In terms of prices, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups saw an 8% increase in price compared to 2024. Hershey's Variety Packs 22%, Mars Variety Packs 12%. Last year alone, Americans shelled out $7.4 billion in Halloween chocolate and candy sales, a 2.2% increase from 2023, according to the National Confectioners Association. And that enthusiasm isn't going anywhere.
Even as people may face some challenging economic times, they are leaving room in their budgets for chocolate and candy.
I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
Now, candy prices aren't the only holiday foods facing inflation costs, as seafood, meat, vegetables, baked goods, and alcohol will see a climb in prices. This comes as grocery prices are up 2.7% from last month. While tariffs are the main reason behind the added holiday cost, other factors include crop sourcing. Now, for the real meat and potatoes, frozen turkeys are up 40% to be $1.32.
Keeping you informed and ahead of the storm, this is your KSTV weather.
Welcome back, folks. Glad that you weren't scared off. The past couple of days have certainly been wicked awesome, but will this trend continue? Will we get tricked or will we get treated to great weather this weekend? All right, let's look at our hourly forecast. So let's look a little bit closer tonight. So the weather is going to drop. The temperatures are going to drop as the night goes further on. So at 8 p.m. you're going to see that nice, a little chilly 45 degrees, and it's just going to keep going. Like I said earlier, you're going to have a really clear night tonight. No chance of rain. You're probably not going to see any clouds, so it's a perfect night to stargaze and look at that moon phase. All right. Tomorrow, you are going to see a high of 56 degrees. You're going to see some sun in the morning, and then as the day goes further on, you're going to see some clouds come in. The sunrise is going to rise at 7:53 a.m. You're at 62% humidity with a eastern 10-mile-per-hour wind, so it's going to be like today where it's a little gusty, so you are probably going to need that jacket. It gets very, very cold with that wind, but the sunset is going to be at 6:24 and the moon phase, the first quarter. All right, let's take a look at your week. So it's going to drop on Thursday. You're going to see rain on Thursday, so make sure you have that umbrella for Thursday. And then on Halloween, it's not going to be too bad. There's a 20% chance of rain, 51 degrees, and it's just going to keep fluctuating between upper 40s and lower 50s the rest of the week. It may be cold and rainy some parts of the week, but that doesn't mean that you have to pause the spooky festivities. Stay safe and warm this week. For KSTV, I'm Lillian Drabeck.
Thank you very much, Lillian. The Trump administration is reportedly frustrated with the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency. Earlier this year, President Trump set a goal to arrest at least 3,000 illegal immigrants each day. However, ICE has already fallen short of this goal. In response to this, the administration has told sources that a dozen directors of ICE field offices could be replaced for underperforming.
Staying with federal forces, the U.S. military struck 4 boats in the eastern Pacific Ocean last night. According to Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, the strike killed 14 people aboard the ship, leaving 1 survivor. This is part of the military campaign for Trump's administration, targeting boats involved in drug trafficking deals. The strike marked the first time multiple attacks were conducted on the same day.
GEHA Field at Arrowhead was electric last night as Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs won their 3rd game in a row. Find out how they did in the win next on your KSTV Sports Update.
I've always loved space and football. Growing up, some people told me I had to choose. But here's the deal. You can be great at more than one thing. And getting involved in STEM opens up your world to a universe of opportunities in life.
This is my time.
Get inspired and get involved today. There are STEM programs and science centers available in your community, so be sure to check out spaceforall.us to learn more and get started.
This is my time. There ain't no doubt in my mind.
Find your place in space.
This is my time.
Space for All.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes twice a day. They have the time.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
This is your Kent Stater TV Sports Report.
Welcome to your KSTV Sports Update, where we saw a lot of national sports last night. But before we get to that, let's go over to what's happening here on campus. The Kent State soccer team is bracing for their matchup with Miami, Ohio, heading west tomorrow. Fresh off punching a ticket to the MAC tournament after beating Toledo, the Flashes will play their final regular season game in Miami. Josie Morgan led the Flashes in shots on goal, shots, and 1 goal on Friday. With the Flashes' stellar shooting performance, they look to continue momentum leading into tournament play. Heading to the court, the Kent State women's volleyball team is currently playing Ohio University for their final midweek match of the season. Kent State comes off a pair of tough losses to Central Michigan last week, following the 3-8 in the MAC and 8-14 on the year. While the team has struggled, Mackenzie McGuire has been on a roll this year, ranking second in kills per set with 4.00 and the 55th ranked player nationally with 307 total kills. The Flashes must keep leaning on McGuire to try and win this game. Now taking you over to the Diamond, the World Series is in full swing with an absolutely electric first 3 games. The Blue Jays took Game 1 but have not been able to hold on off the defending champions Los Angeles Dodgers. Last night, the 18-inning game ended with a Freddie Freeman home run as Game 4 is tonight at 8 p.m. Can the Dodgers win 3 straight tonight, or can George Springer and the Jays take this one in LA? Find out later. We'll take you over here now to Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes trying to get the boys ready to go against the Commanders at Arrowhead. It's going to start with a Mahomes handoff to Kareem Hunt for the touchdown. Took a while to get there, but finally some scoring here in the second, 7-0 Chiefs. Now, here's another quarterback, Marcus Mariota. Haven't heard that name in a while. He's backing up Jaden Daniels this week. He fires it across, and he has Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry. He comes back, scores for 6 points, 57 yards on night for him. Tie game now. Patrick Mahomes going to do Mahomes thing. He's going to fire it to Kareem Hunt yet again, the former Brown. 2 total touchdowns for him on the night. He had a good night. 7-14 Chiefs. Now, the Commanders couldn't really do nothing on offense, but Mahomes finds his favorite target. That's Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown of the year. Chiefs are going to be running away with this one, 21-17, and nothing but the Chiefs. Mahomes just doing Mahomes things. He's magic. He's got Rashee Rice, who recently came back from injury, for his 3rd passing touchdown of the night. 28-7 going to be your final score here in Kansas City. Mahomes with 3 touchdowns. The Chiefs head to Highmark Stadium to take on the Bills on Sunday, so that'll be fun. That's all the sports I have for you today. For more, check out the Kent Stater on all socials and check out Overtime, airing this and every Friday. For Kent Stater Sports Network, I'm Evan Schofield.
Thank you, Evan. Oh, the places you'll go and the things you'll discover was famously written by Dr. Seuss, except a new discovery may have fans of the author flock to bookstores.
even if they're bad, hundreds and hundreds of them, just to find a good one. And then
I've been in this long enough. I feel like I know what I'm doing.
Knowing that you're basically like there and being
with that, but it has a special place in my heart. I grew up watching it so much. Have you guys seen it?
Illicit fentanyl is the deadliest drug threat that our nation has ever experienced. We lost Leo when he was only 19, killed by fentanyl he didn't even know he was taking. He was my heart, my son.
My grandson. I wish you could have met him. Such a beautiful young man. Kind, smart, funny, sweet, a great kid.
Go to ladrfoundation.org to join us in the fight against fentanyl.
Thank
you.
If you think you read all the Dr. Seuss books, think again, as the manuscript of the unpublished Sing the 50 United States was discovered at the library at UC San Diego. While the text and cover sketches were completed by the author, added illustrations were made by artist Tom Brannon. This includes a map of the United States. A Random House Children book will publish the educational book this summer, coinciding with America's 250th birthday.
Well, that's awesome, Nikki, because, you know, the Cat in the Hat has a special place in my heart. In my 5th grade play, I was the Cat in the Hat.
I can see it. My school performed Seussical. I loved it. Reading has such a special place for me. I'm excited because I'm going to go home and read more of The Housemaid. I had to make a reference for my book club I'm in.
Yeah, I would say my favorite Dr. Seuss story has to be Green Eggs and Ham.
I like the
Because I will not eat green eggs and ham, Sam I am.
I like Horton Who, too. Horton Here's Who. Thank you so much for joining us, though, for your Tuesday evening.
You can see more stories of your community on our website, kentstater.com. I'm Gage Wellman.
And tune in tonight at 8 p.m. for a brand new episode of The Blurb. I'm Nikki Gajeski. Have a great night, Portage County. My earpiece was irritating me.
Solo stage where the player spends most of it being hunted down by Infinite. The weapon that performed the best here was the Drill Wispen. Its ability to...
He finally is like, I get it now. I get it. I have worth because I'm me. Yeah, and I really liked it a lot. Like, I'm not...
What are you staring at? How do you know it's me? No.
Jimmy can't sing, and Tommy can't dance, so we're gonna put some ants in their pants. Aww.
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, sing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Hey, I'm worried about your parents. We need to show them how to spot phishing emails.
Agree, the scammers are out of control.
And we need to show them how to use a password manager. Plus, help them add multi-factor authentication.
Yes, we use MFA at work and it's great. Great cake. I'll use MFA to verify my purchase.